Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. Most people know what they should do to maintain or improve their health, but there's a grand canyon of difference between knowing and doing, especially doing it consistently. Maybe one or more of these tips that have helped some of my clients and me might help you. First of all, before we get to the tips, do you care enough? Before you can be expected to use the tactics I'm going to mention, you need to care enough about yourself and your well-being. If you feel your life is immutably in the tank, you may not be able to muster the motivation to stay with any tactic. So, is it worth a fresh look to see if there aren't baby steps or even giant steps that are worth trying to improve your life? And if you can't think of any, is it worth talking with a trusted friend or even with a counselor or therapist? There is little to lose in trying the following thought experiment. Imagine that a new law required you to take steps to improve your life, and if you didn't, you'd be tortured and tortured until you died a slow, excruciating death. What steps would you take to improve your life? Now let's turn to specific tips for improving your health. COVID masks. I've been known to leave the house without my mask and 2 blocks later have to turn around. What's helped me remember is to keep a mask next to my car keys, in the car, and next to my dog's leash when I go out for a walk. And if you're the sort of person who's motivated by the following sort of thing, remember what some people call others who aren't wearing a mask? COVIDiot. Now, a little tip on weight control. It's hard to stay vigilant all the time. What may work is to stay vigilant for just one moment, when starting to feel full. At that point, hunger is no longer driving you to eat, and you can remind yourself that being stuffed feels, to use the technical term, yucky. Now let's turn to stress. Structure your life as to prevent stress, because once you're in a stressful situation, it may be too late to mitigate it. For me, that structuring is to be self-employed, to avoid traffic, and to cut out people from my life who cause more stress than they're worth. Is there at least one stress reducer that you would like to implement? Now turning to exercise. The best exercise is the one you'll stay with. I've managed to stay with a vigorous daily hike, leaving right from my door, which makes it convenient. Convenient is that I can start and stop whenever I want. I get my exercise, get quality thinking time while I'm walking. I often go to the supermarket, while I'm walking, so that I get my shopping done. And weight-bearing exercise to carry the groceries back. And, my doggie gets to go on empty. I've had clients who stay with other kinds of exercise, basketball, tennis, golf, walking the course, and using a treadmill at home. That works rain or shine. It's free. You can stop whenever and start whenever you want. You can even watch TV or read while torturing yourself. Exercising. Regarding taking your meds, it's best to link that to an activity you know you're not going to skip. For example, right before breakfast or before getting into bed. Now let's turn to substance abuse, and that would include tobacco. Everyone's motivation is different, but a number of my clients say they do alcohol or drugs and maybe even tobacco because they're bored. If most nights you reach for the wine or weed because you're bored, might there be a compelling substitute? For example, a creative activity like music or art or writing, a great video game, or binge watching a favorite TV series? And finally, let's turn to sleep. What works best for most people is ritual. Creating a regular, at least a pretty regular bedtime and a pleasant pre-sleep ritual. Plus, keeping your bedroom at the temperature that's most likely to get you and keep you asleep. Key part of my ritual is when I get into bed, playing the same CD of soft music every night. And I've listened to the same CD every night for at least a year now. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko. I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.